I was not sleeping well, and I was very tired during the day, and my primary care suggested that I get checked out for sleep apnea. So I went to a specialist who put me into a sleep lab where they attach 10,000 wires to you and measure your breathing and all that stuff, and they determined, yes, you do have sleep apnea. I had so many sleep apnea events per hour where my throat would close up and I would stop breathing for a moment, and that disturbed my sleep. And so he said the gold standard for sleep apnea is the CPAP machine, which blows air continuously into your nose and mouth and keeps your throat open. And it works, but it's very bulky. You have to kind of take it with you wherever you go. It's heavy. Generations of different machines over 2 or 3 years got smaller and smaller and maybe a little less noisy, but they still make noise. They're not totally silent. And you have to take them through airports. You have to explain it to everybody what they are. You have to bring distilled water with you or find distilled water wherever you go. And you're also wearing the CPAP mask, which is a hose attached to kind of a Hannibal Lecter style mask, which blows air into you. It limits your mobility in bed, and it's not very attractive. It does work, which is why I used it for probably about 4 or 5 years. I had heard about the SomnoMed dental appliances from a radio ad, and they said it helps with sleep apnea. I looked around for someone close to my work who worked with them, and I found Dr. Rosen, and I made an appointment, and he checked me out, and he said that I was a good candidate for the mouth guard. Coming into Dr. Rosen's office, I noticed from the very beginning everybody in the office was professional. They knew their stuff. They knew what they were doing. My exam was very exact. He knew exactly where to look, and it was very clear, and what measurements to take, what parts of the mouth to look at. And he made an assessment that I was a good candidate for it based on what was clear to me, because I'm an engineer and I deal with numbers and data quite a bit, that he had the experience from looking at many different mouths and many different throats to know that, okay, this was one that was appropriate for this appliance. And that gave me a lot of confidence, and I could just tell by talking with him that he clearly knew what he was doing with the appliance, and he wasn't just, well, let's give this one a try and we'll see if it works, and if not, we'll try something else. He was pretty confident that put in place it would do what he said it was going to do. And they took the impressions of your teeth to make the molds. The mouthpiece was ready within a few weeks, and it was fitted. And what I remember about it was that there was nothing terribly memorable about the process, which is what you kind of want in a doctor's office. You don't want surprises, you don't want drama. I came in, I was fitted. I came back for checkups. He did 1 or 2 adjustments, moved it a little bit forward, a little bit back, until it fit just right. We did a sleep study and said, yeah, it works. It's working. Come back in a year. And they said that the sleep apnea was controlled with the mouth guard to the same degree that it was with the CPAP machine. I understand that he's one of the few dentists in the New England area who is officially certified to has training and certification in this area for dental appliances, and it's a good option. I mean, people should know that there are options other than CPAP, and I didn't really know that. I mean, my neurologist who prescribed my CPAP machine said, yeah, the options are everything else and CPAP, and he kind of viewed CPAP as the only way to go, and then everything else was kind of like being a witch doctor. And that he said, yeah, dental appliances, they may work, they may not work, and I remember he said that they were uncomfortable and that they often hurt a lot. And I found that to be not true. I mean, there's a short period of adjustment, but as soon as your mouth gets used to it, it was only 3 or 4 days, you get used to having this in your mouth, you don't notice it. And the fact that you're able to fall asleep and stay asleep is totally overwhelms any discomfort you might have had the first 1 or 2 days.